Hollow Knight has a lot to offer as a game. Every person who plays or comes to know the game will have a unique experience with it. There are different aspects of the game that can be particularly appealing to different types of gamers and consumers of media. I'll be detailing some of them in this video. So, Hollow Knight definitely appeals to lovers of visual art. Every single screen is detailed and aesthetically pleasing. There's also the animation to delight fans of the medium, as everything in this game is drawn to look and therefore feel as alive as can be. Connoisseurs of music will immensely enjoy the soundtrack. It offers not only the melodies and compositions themselves, but the way they fit into the setting and story of the game and the various leitmotifs that can be heard throughout. Of course, speedrunners love this game. These players have a lot of fun searching the game for new exploits and having friendly competitions to see who can complete the game the fastest and how they will do so. Folks with an interest in game design and mechanics are sure to be intrigued by those of Hollow Knight. It has a big, interconnected world with a variety of functions for navigating and traversing it, and many have attempted to break it all down and see just how it works and what it's all made of. Modders have clearly had their fun with this game and continue to do so, as evidenced by the dozens of mods available. There are countless ways that the way Hollow Knight looks and functions can be altered, and modders take every opportunity to create new ways of experiencing it. People who love solving mysteries will certainly have fun with the game's extensive lore. Small pieces of narrative are scattered throughout the game's world, and it is up to the player to put together the puzzle and see the complete picture. For anything that remains unclear, it's fun to discuss with other Hollow Knight lore sleuths. Although Hollow Knight is not explicitly a horror game, there are aspects to it that fans of the genre are sure to get a kick out of. I even made a video about all the scariest things in the game. With a setting in a world taken over by a sickness that creates monsters and a main character who can wield the power of darkness, there's bound to be some spooky stuff. Anyone who loves exploring and getting lost in virtual worlds will certainly love Hollow Knight. With each new area being completely different from the last, you just want to keep moving on until you've filled out the entire map. At the same time, you want to take in your surroundings and all the details wherever you are in the moment. Fans of combat in video games will be quite satisfied with what Hollow Knight brings in that department. The complete game features a grand total of over 40 bosses to fight and dozens of different enemies. Between melee attacks, spells, and charms to modify both, there are a myriad of ways that the player can deal damage. I suppose entomologists or just bug enthusiasts will have a good time with this game. The bugs featured in the game are not completely accurate to their real-life counterparts, if those counterparts exist, but there's definitely some inspiration from real critters in there to find and point out. Finally, for those of us who just love a good story, this game has that and then some. The story is woven into every detail of the game's environment, from visual storytelling to text descriptions and more. As you're playing through the game and making the story unfold through your actions, you always want it to keep going so you can keep learning more about it. Once you bring the story to completion, it feels satisfying. Playing Hollow Knight may not be for everyone, but there's something in it that will stand out to every type of gamer, player, and general consumer of art and media. When looking at artistic aspects versus technical aspects, it's almost like looking at the roles of Ari Gibson and William Pellin as they made the game. Ari did the art and animation, while William did the behavior of the game and the things in it. Both individuals were essential to the creation of the game, just as both aspects are, but they still had their own specialties, and so do the game's players and fans. So what do you think? Which aspects of Hollow Knight do you think give it wide appeal to a variety of different interests? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.